Welcome to the second installment of Five Questions with Corey, holiday edition, obviously. So we're going to jump right in. I've got 5 questions for you. We're going to try it in 5 minutes or less or more. We're not really timing. First question is, what are the least favorite and most favorite jobs you've had, excluding Keep?
Most favorite, I really enjoyed umpiring, and this is my first job umpiring baseball, and soccer was probably the easiest job. You just kind of walk up and down the sideline, and it's pretty easy to spot who kicks the ball out of bounds. So it's pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I haven't really had too many jobs I've disliked. I guess working on for my dad's pool business, being out in the sun when it's 105 in Kansas humidity.
Yeah.
Growing up doing that. Mowing lawns wasn't always fun, but it was good, quick money. But
so being an umpire, did you ever get into it with a player where you had to kick him out of a game?
Not players, just parents, as you know, as you would expect. It's the parents in the background. Like, this is 4th grade, like your kids just stopped playing t-ball 2 years ago. What are you complaining about? That was probably that was probably the worst part about any job, was because you would rotate between doing like the infield umpiring, so you would just be on a line judge basically, or being behind the plate was the worst because you had to put all your gear on. So and it was like all the requirements was like black pants, black shirt, black shoes, and you had the chest vest and the mask on, and then you had all the disgruntled parents behind you. So
nice.
That was rough in the Kansas City summers. So
yeah.
And they didn't pay very well either. It was like it was like $15 a game, and the games are 2.5 hours. So
but when you're young, whatever money you can make is good.
Yep.
So the next question actually has to do with the gifts that you just moved aside on your counter, so we know that you are a barbecue aficionado. What is the best barbecue you've ever had, and where did you have it?
Well, here, I'll just grab them because these are the 2 best barbecue places in Kansas City. And in fact, the world. Oklahoma Joe's is that. So I'll put this on anything before I smoke it. Anthony Bourdain, if you follow him, he wrote this book that said the 10 places to eat before you die. And him, he's been everywhere around the world.
Right.
The number one place, which surprised me as well, was this barbecue place, and it's in a gas station. But for a long time in Kansas City, this was the hot commodity, lines out the door. This new competitor, Q39, came out about 5-6 years ago. It was right after I moved here, and they're a little more popular now. So it's kind of a tie for these 2 places. But
all right, so next time I'm in Kansas City, I'll make sure to look them up.
Little Miss Barbecue here is, I'd say it's comparable. I mean, it's not quite on that level, but it's the best you're going to get around here, I think.
It's definitely my favorite in the Valley.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so question number 3. So in high school yearbooks, you have, most likely to succeed, most likely to become, the next governor, say whatever. So in your high school yearbook, what would you have been voted most likely to?
Oh man. That's a good question. Probably wreck a car. I don't know. I had a beater red Mustang that I'd drive around the parking lot with my friends, and I don't know, we used to get in trouble racing our cars that shouldn't be being raced by any means. So
most likely to wreck a car.
It was a police magnet. It was laser red. It wasn't fast at all, believe it or not, but
it looked fast.
It looked fast, and we like to pretend like it was. So yeah.
All right, question number 4. While 2020 has been challenging, what do you think will be your fondest memory of the year?
Ooh, it has been rough. All the treats and stuff that I've been eating. I've worked on my cooking skills a little bit, but I think the number one thing would just being able, it sounds tacky, but spending time with my dog. She's getting older. We just celebrated her 11th birthday. So having her near my lap almost all day.
Is your dog near you now?
She's right there. Beasley. She's Here, I'll put the camera down.
All right.
She's
There we
hanging.
go.
She's hanging out. So it's been nice. I'm having her there, and read a lot more books than I usually get a chance to. So that's been nice too.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So final question. It was the same last question that I asked Sean, which is, what are you looking forward to most in 2021 in terms of your contributions at Keep?
Um, I think for the last few years, we've been really trying to figure out our market and decide um, our feature sets, and we've built all the features. I think the exciting part is going to be able to actually create growth within the app. For a long time, we haven't been able to control our growth. We've let kind of marketing deal with that, but we've came to this conclusion that it's up to us to create this product marketing vision. And so putting some of that stuff in the application and watching it grow. I mean, I think now's the time we're preparing for scale. And I think once we scale this, the mobile app, that's going to lead to a lot of other really cool things, upsells to the higher plans, and getting closer to that, million, our vision of having millions of small businesses on our platform. So just opening up that top of funnel for us.
I like it.
Yep.
Sounds good. Looking forward to that in 2021. So I guess the one follow-up question I have to ask is, have you ever crashed a car?
I actually haven't. Well, let's see. No, I've been in a few that have other people driven. The only time that I've ever had a bumper was I was actually trying to get it out of the snowy, frozen parking embankment, and I was pushing it out myself, and then it basically just slowly escapaded into another parked car. But I wasn't technically behind the wheel. I was kind of pushing it and trying to hop into the car, then hop back out, push it a little bit more, but no damage was made. So we're good.
All right. Good to know. All right. Well, that wraps it up. You survived the second round of 5 questions with Corey. Thanks, Brandon, and have a great holiday and New Year.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks, Corey.
All right. See ya.
See ya.